morning all. Okay, that's a lie. It's after lunch. Jeff and I both had stuff we had to get done this morning, and so we decided we're still going to make a run up, see if we can find a little bit of gold today. And this is also kind of a scouting trip to see how the water's doing. Now, right behind the camera is the water, and it's doing just fine. Still, way too much water. So we're not going to be able to get down to where the good gold is. We're stuck on the bank, and I decided to work this spot right here where I'm sitting today. Let me explain to you why. Okay, I am right now about 20 feet up the hill from where I want to work. And I don't know how well it's showing it. This right here is a big boulder. This is right in here. It's hard to find because there's so much brush up here. But it's either an old channel or it's an old high bank that was left here by the river, you know, a million years ago or whatever. And this has some really large, really good looking gravel in it, and I have found a few pieces of gold in this over the years. So today's project is where this hill is eroding down to the river, and where the rivers would wash it. In other words, if gold washed out of this spot right here, where we're going to mine today is the first spot it can get caught. Okay, let me show you where I plan on digging. Now right here, I'm going to try to move this rock, and this is bedrock, but right up there, back up in here, is that old channel. And right along here, we have a bedrock ridge. So most of the stuff's going to get captured and come down here. So that's why we're going to try this. This is our first spot. I have dug some of the gravel out of here. I'm going to try to move this rock. Don't know if we're going to be able to, but I'm going to try to pull this rock out and get on the bedrock as it goes up the hill. Okay, let me grab some tools. Let's do some digging. I got this cleaned out. This is down to bedrock. Everything here, this is all bedrock. The problem is this bedrock is real soft. It's been weathered and it breaks away really easy. So it's not going to have the opportunity to build up a lot of gold. When the bedrock is weathered like this and really soft, it washes away pretty easy and you lose the opportunity for it to accumulate gold. So if we find anything, it's probably going to be a piece here, a piece there. Okay, I'm going to pull a little more this gravel out of this area that's sitting right on the bedrock. We're going to dig some of this out up into here and see if we can expose some more bedrock. Now what I want to do here is clean this bedrock off to see if I can see any little catches. And what we want to do first thing is do a pan just so we can see what the gravel looks like. But I'm not finding any catches here. And in this bedrock, I'm not sure if we're going to. We're going to take some of this material that's right on the bedrock and a little bit of the bedrock, and I want to take it down and pan it just to see basically what size our black sand is, if there's any fine gold in here, and just kind of get a better feel for this area. See if we're wasting our time in this spot. Now we got a spot right here. I wouldn't call it a crevice, but it's definitely a crack in the bedrock. Now you can see this bedrock just breaks up really easy. But we're going to throw that in a pan because there might be some fine gold in with it. Okay, got our test pan. I'll be right back. Well, I got that panned out. We got 2 pieces of gold. Really, really tiny pieces of gold. Okay, hopefully you can see here, we got one there, one there. But more importantly is the black sand. You look at the black sand, there's quite a bit of it, and it's fairly coarse. Normally, I would chuck those in the river, but today, I think we're gonna hang on to them because it's gonna be a tough day for finding gold. Okay, well, I'm gonna drop down to the lower crevice, dig a little material out of there, pan it, see what we got in there. Well, the more I thought about it, as late as in the day as it is, I'm gonna try to move this rock I'm sitting on because it's like go big or go home right now. So let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Now we gotta be careful because I don't want this rock to end up down in the hole, but we're gonna have to move this stuff. So hopefully there's gonna be enough gravel left to hold it. All right, we moved it. You move it, you can get it out. Well, now I'm gonna have to move the camera because it's gonna go right towards the camera. We got that out, got it dug down, and before I get rid of the gravel, I want to hit it with the metal detector, so let's check it, see if there's anything in the gravel. Well, it sounds like we have one good sounding target right here, and we have one back here that, to me, it sounds like it's trying to read. So we'll find this one first, then we'll pull the gravel out of this area, see if we can get a target to develop back here. Well, we got it in the scoop, but it doesn't sound so good anymore. Little piece of iron. Check, make sure that was it. Okay, we got this dug back, and I went around here, and I have bedrock all the way around to here. So I'm down to bedrock and pulled all this back, so we're going to check and see if that was a target that I was hearing earlier. Well, right in here, we pulled something out of there because we got a target right in here that doesn't sound half bad. But then again, neither did that piece of iron. Bedrock, that's how. Well, once again, it doesn't sound so good now. That's your gold.
Piece of gold.
Well, that thing is loud.
Loud for a small piece.
Huh? Got a piece of gold. Let me show you. It's not a huge piece, but it's kind of chunky. But boy, it sure was loud on the detector. Well, went over this spot, checked it. That's the only target. But I did get a target in this hole over here. We only got a short amount of time here today. Jeff's gonna dig out that second one because I want to be here when he digs out the hunk of lead. Okay, let's dig this thing out. If it's a piece of gold, it's one of those rocks. Never the rock. Really?
I saw that when you dug it out, and I thought it was a rock.
Look at that crumbled up aluminum can.
Aluminum. I'm the aluminum king now.
That's even worse than lead.
That's even worse than lead.
It must have been up top. Well, we dug out some more, did some detecting, no more targets, and we just ran into a bit of a problem. Let me show you. Now they're not very big, and they're kind of leathery to the feel, which I'm pretty sure they're some type of reptile. Now I have no idea what kind of eggs those are. I'm guessing some type of reptile. Either way, I don't know if that was all of them, but if it's not, I don't want to dig here anymore. I don't want to disturb it. So we're going to abandon this spot, and we'll either find another spot or we'll see you back at the Jeep. Okay, well, I'm going to try this without a tripod. We were hiking out. We found a small area in amongst the boulders with bedrock. Did a little detecting. I found a bolt, but Jeff found a piece of gold. Let me show you. You can see here that it's a nice chunky piece. I'm pretty sure Jeff's got me beat. I'm gonna have to find another piece of gold. We're gonna pack everything up and start hiking out again, and if we come across some bedrock, we'll take a look at it. Find anything else, I'll turn the camera on. If not, I'll see you back at the Jeep or back at the house. Made it back to the house, and you guessed it, it's the next day. All right, well, I got that gold oak. I don't know why, I guess it's just habit. It's one piece of gold. There was no cleanup. But it's sitting over here, so what do you say we jump over there and throw it on the scale? See how we did. Oh, and we weighed Jeff's gold before he left, so we got that too.
All right, let me know when you're ready to go.
Go.
All right, my piece. 0.59.
Hey, looks like we're coming in at 0.29. Well, 0.3, normally I would be pretty okay with that, except that's only about half of what Jeff got. Well, hopefully that's you know, he's got to beat me at least once a year. We got that out of the way, so once a year, that's all he's allowed. Okay, well, hopefully the snow is going to start melting, because I am really want to get up to the high Sierras. I just love that 4,000 or 5,000 foot elevation. Even if I don't find any gold, I just love going up there. So we're going to keep an eye out on that, but either way, we're definitely going to go look for some more gold. Okay, well, that's pretty much all I got on this one. So I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. That is awfully loud for such a tiny piece.
I'm using the good detector today.
That doesn't even sound good. That does not sound good. Probably not any good. Okay. Ah! And that, children, is how it's done.